What's up? I am wonderful. I'm coming off of a high from yesterday. This has been a long time coming. We celebrated last night here in my city, Atlanta. A lot of other celebrities came out. We had Selena Johnson hosting along with Kenny Burns. Uh, a lot of artists from Atlanta came out, and a lot of friends and family just they came out to support. It was a wonderful night for me. Oh, I'll be honest with you. It was scary at first because sometimes when you are a group member, you get so accustomed to whatever your specific role is. And the beauty of 112 is we decided early on what everybody's role would be, so that there will be no one stepping on toes. Right. And at the end of the day, that is what makes groups work, because if everybody have respect for each individual's lane, there's no need to step on anybody's toes. And when it's your chance to shine, you shine in that area, his and so forth. So we just we came up with those roles early on. But I think one of the things that happens is when you do it for so long, it becomes somewhat of a crutch, because you have mastered just being that guy. And even though you have all these other abilities and all these other talents within, you don't want to step on anybody else's toes, because this is what has made the group successful to this point. So when I decided to do the solo album, I had to touch things that I hadn't really had to do like years before I joined the group, and I had to really reach down deep, to and push myself. And again, it was a little scary at first, but once I really got the gist of it and I got on that bicycle, it's just like me riding a bike. I was able to really channel all those inner talents that I had been suppressing, and ideas and thoughts that I had been suppressing all the years. Yes, this is. You have yours, I have mine. You know what? I uniquely spelled it capital MAN lowercase UAL. Right. So, I have to start, with my 112 connection. I was introduced to the world as a teenager. So everybody got to know Q from 112, or Q of 112, from a teenager to young adult to beginning his responsibilities as a young man. So when I decided to do the solo record, my first mission was to really introduce Q Parker, the man, and just show how I've matured and how I've grown up as a songwriter, as a vocalist, as a performer, entertainer, and just as a man in general. So that was the first part of it. But then when you add it to make the manual, my reason for doing this record was to service music to you guys. As a male R&B artist, I listen to women speak on how they feel like nobody really sings to them anymore. A lot of times we get so consumed with what the hip hop genre is doing, and we're making the club records, and we're making records for our homies to bob their head to, and then you guys leave feeling like, well, damn, can somebody just sing me something to make me feel good? So I wanted to be the guy that you guys could say, you know what, when I'm had a long day at work and I want to kick my heels up and have a glass of wine, Q Parker's the soundtrack to that, because I hear you. I've listened to you. I know that there's a certain way that you have to be treated as a woman. You have to be loved a certain way, made love to a certain way, talked to, nurtured, catered to a certain way. And what better way to express how I feel about these things than through this? So, it's a manual to me understanding you guys. I would say in the R&B genre, I would say artists like R. Kelly, consistent over years. I would say artists like New Edition. I would say I would have to reach back to like the generation before me. And if I did step into my generation or the current generation, I would say Usher. I like the consistency of Trey Songz. Uh, I love the comeback of Tyrese. He hadn't had an album out in years, and to come back and do what he did. I'm fans of Tank and Luke James, the new artist Luke James. So as a performer, I'm very competitive. As an individual, I'm very competitive. So when I hear these guys sing certain songs, I'm like, you know what? I got to go in and I need to top that or do something just as good. Because I'll watch your reaction to one of their songs, and I say, you know what? I got to get that same reaction, if not better. Yes, yes, yes. And that's something that that's in my bloodstream. One of the things I love about Puffy was he instilled a work ethic in us back in the day that is just it will forever be a part of me. I loved how he set us up to where we went to every nook and cranny. We went to every salon, every barbershop, every A, B, C, D, exactly. We did shitlit circuits. But you know what though? And it instilled in us you go hard every night, no matter if it's two people, 2,000, 20,000 people. You go hard. And that kind of stuff, it lasts with people. They walk away feeling some kind of way about you that will last forever. And I'm now starting to see that because I'm still implementing those same techniques and those same models of how I promote my record. But when I hear people say, Q, man, I met you back in '96 and you the same guy, man. Like you just as personable as you were back then. Like though that's why I do this because every night you're gonna get 1,000% from me, whether it's the stage, whether it's this interview, you're gonna walk away like, wow, I really get that dude, man. Would you be talking about this? Okay. Had to slide that in, right? Um, Going back to the roles of my group 112. One of my roles in the group were I was considered not by myself, but to some, I was considered the sexy guy. Or, when there came a point of the video when somebody needed to take their shirt off, and the part of the show where you had to tell your wife beat her up, or when it came time to sing the songs that were very sensual and sexy, like my texture and my tone just would call for me to sing those parts. So I always knew that there was a connection, what your physical appearance is to the type of songs you sing. And I didn't want to be the type of guy that's up here singing all these, here we can do it anywhere, and you already know, and come make love to me, and da 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 da. And I'm out of shape and just not just. Would you like for me to open it? So so with that being my role, it just became a part of me. So I'm the guy that's always in the gym. So when I decided to do the solo record, this world is about just branding and just content, content, content. What else can we do, Q, that you're passionate about that could build up your brand a little bit as an individual? um, Looking at the facts about our country, we have such high obesity rates. It is what it is. And I support our First Lady Michelle Obama's campaign, the Let's Move campaign. I was glad to be a part of the Tom Joyner Dr. Day, and events like that. But I said to myself, if you can motivate some people by just looking at a fitness calendar, true enough, it's some eye candy for the ladies. But if you look in it, it's some nutritional facts. So if I can motivate you by looking at a calendar to get up and get out and do something, then I've done my part. So that's pretty much why the calendar is still going, because so many people they ask me, Q, when is the next calendar? And then partial proceeds go to breast cancer, awareness for this year. So it's us giving back to a good cause, but giving back to the main cause, which is trying to get us more conscious of how what we're doing to our body and putting in our bodies. And that's true. I think because I come from a real standpoint, like I'm not the quote unquote typical artist. Like I'm never standoffish. I'm never unapproachable. I'm damn near coming to you. How you doing, Nikki? You feeling okay today? All right, cool. All right, I just want to make sure you had a good day. Like that's me. And when I come to my to the fellas, I'm the same. Yo, what's up, dog? Man, what's going on with you, man? I appreciate you doing whatever it is you do. So I come at them from a real standpoint. But I think secondly, because of what I sing about, it helps guys too. So that's another part of why it's called the manual, because if my fellas will listen to some of the things that I'm singing about, it could put you in position to be successful when it comes to your relationships and communicating with your lady. That's it. Just press play. I mean, so well stated, because that's the truth. We put this together, so all you have to do is just set the move and press play. I look forward to that as well. Yes, please. We're a phone call away. My thing is as a newly solo artist, it's really just about building awareness, and especially as an independent artist who has my own company, it's my job and my task to get this in front of everybody. So that's through the form of, a healthy standpoint to just a musical platform. I just want to get in front of people. So if whatever you guys have at the time during the morning show, whatever you guys have on the TV show, whatever, if it's something that fits Q Parker and you guys and makes sense for the both of us, count me in. Thank you, babe. Good job. Jason, now some price. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Good job. Thank you, and you have a great day. All right, bye.